Just a reminder, nothing in this video is trading advice or signals or anything like that. If it sounds like I'm talking to you or giving you advice, I'm not. I'm just talking to myself, and you're getting to watch this video and listen in. All right, let's get on to today's video. All right, so here you are with the Express funded account. So last week, yep. So this is basically a week's worth of trading right now. We're up $225 in the Express funded account currently. Trade win rates 50%. Terrible. But at least my average winning is a lot more than my average losing. Profit factor 1.3. And I'll kind of just go down and show you. So I started off on the wrong foot. Only got a couple days trading in this account. 3 days trading in this account. So these stats will definitely change dramatically as we're growing it. Just running it down. And then the 3 days trading right here, you can see. So winning day is bigger than losing day, which is nice. Hopefully we can keep that going. And there's the trades. All right, so as I told you earlier in the video, it's a major disappointment to see that the gold GC mini trades differently than the gold micro MGC. Whereas some of the prices hit on the micro are more than $1, $1.50 or more than what's happening on the GC chart. So that's putting the moves in the micro outside of my stop parameters based on the strategy that I built using the GC chart. I would think the mini and the micro would be the same, but it's quite different. So I had to make a decision. Am I going to stop trading the GC and build a new strategy for MGC and make sure it works and go through that whole process again and take the next week or so to make sure everything is solid? Am I going to just trade the GC ticker knowing that I'm going to risk, maybe half of my account on some trades? Sounds pretty irresponsible to do. Sounds like an easy way to blow up the account if I don't get lucky out of the gate. If I get lucky and I hit 4 winners in a row, then I'll have the room to be able to continue doing that, but I can't count on that. Let's go to the chart. Gold's setting up for a trade right now. All right, what do we got? 47 seconds left. So instead, I spent last night developing a new strategy for GC, which would allow me to have proper risk management for my account. Very similar to what I was doing. I just have a different entry, different exit, different stops, vetted all of it, make sure it's still going to work out. And that's what I'm going to start trading now. So I was able to sort that out overnight. So here we go. Today will be day 1 of trading the modified strategy. I don't say new strategy, modified strategy. Looking for a long trade right now. Okay, possibly going to get long gold at 28665, 2866. If it wants to come down to this level, I'm going to get long in gold. My stop is 8647. Target 8719. So I basically got a 3-to-1 risk reward on my trade. I can bring up my calendar. Oh, we should be in the trade. Get my stop in. Okay, or not my calendar, my calculator. I was going to show you how I calculated the risk on this trade. But basically a $200 risk. All right, we're in. Stop is in. Target, I'll let that have some breathing room right there. All right, so when I looked at the trade setting up, I bring up my calculator. Looks like about a $2 move in gold with one contract. Gives me $200 risk reward. I know I'm leveraging basically $100 for every dollar it moves. That's what it's telling me over here. And I can change my tickers in this window right here to see If I'm trading the ES, what happens, and so forth. So really handy to have this futures calculator. Link in the description below with the My Strategy Manager, so I can quickly make trade decisions. All right, let's look at this trade right now, moving towards the target. Okay, I'm going to move my stop to break even plus a couple dollars per the strategy. Once it gets more than half of the way to the target, I move my stop to break even plus a few dollars. I don't want to sit in a trade that's going to be in the chop for a long time because things can change. So I'll just jump out here if this isn't going to work. Looks like it's not going to work. I feel like it's a good long trade, but I'm not going to hang out because I feel like it's a good long trade. Let's go gold. Boosty, boosty. Up you go. So I got my stop in a pretty good spot. So far it hasn't tagged it, but looks like it might hit it now. Let's see. There we go. All right, so take that trade off the table. Take $6 on that one and wait for the next trade to set up. Okay, so you can see I would have got stopped out had I tried to stay in that trade if I would have got some FOMO kicking. But in 12 seconds, I'll have a new marker for a new trade. Okay, new marker for new trade. 8669. Sell stop. Okay, so I can see where my entry is going to be at 8669. 8690. So about, again, 2 points roughly. And I already did the calculation the first time around. I can see that's about $200 risk reward. Not reward, $200 risk, $600 reward. And yeah, so trade is in and we'll wait and see what happens. And over here in the Topstep settings, I have $200 at my risk, $600 at my reward, which is roughly what I'm looking to risk reward per trade. So it'll automatically put my stop and my target pretty close to where I want to be. Right now, if I lose $600 in the day, I'm done trading. And no max daily trades just yet. I will be adding that eventually. All right, let's see if this trade sets up. Tempted to take a small scalp here if it wants to break 6-7 like it's doing right now. New low. Yep. Would have been a good trade. It's going without me. I'm not going to FOMO into it and chase it. I'll wait for the next one. It's a good thing about trading. There's usually another trade coming. You know, like buses. You don't have to chase that one. There's another one coming. Just wait for it. All right, I'll bring the next setup to you. Take this off because it already pretty much got close to the target. So no trade, no trade. Okay, another possible setup here in gold. Although the way this is trending down, it makes me a little nervous to jump into the long side, but it's just trading the numbers. 8581.
Order filled.
All right, so in gold long now. Don't feel too great about a long trade, but just trading the numbers. Good thing is we came down. There's a resistance area right here. I broke out of that. Retesting it. Looking for that pushback up to the next zone up here. So we got a low right here. We got a high. Hopefully this is the lower low. I'm sorry, the higher low. So we got a low here. We got a high. Hopefully this is a higher low. We make a higher high. But not feeling super confident in gold right now to the long side. It's a 5-minute chart. Here's a 30-minute chart. I mean, it's just, right? Gold just looks like it's selling off. But we'll see. All right. Higher low. Making a higher high. Coming into a resistance area. See if we can get through it. Tempted to take the trade off the table and just call it a day, go into the weekend green, and then and have another green day to towards the payout. All right, my risk was $240, so a little boost through here, and I'll double my risk, or double my my reward will be double my risk. Right through here. Which is also going to be the next resistance area. So if I took my trade off the table here, then I could go into the weekend nice green. I made enough money to pay for 2 losers, which is awesome. May move my stop up to here if this breaks through nicely. Let's move my limit order up just in case it wants to spike into this resistance area that was here. It's good volume coming in. Still not above average for the 1 minute candle yet, but above average on the 5 minute candle. All right, here we go. I want to start trailing a stop at the 2R marker here. I hate that it's right in front. Let's move it here. Come on, don't get stuck. 3 seconds for new candle open. 2, 1. Let's see what this new one does. New 5 minute candle open just now too. Alright, if it can't get going, then I'll take my 2R. Come on. Trying to be patient with it. Still looking good to the long side. Alright, it's getting stuck. I'm going to go ahead and drop my... see if it wants to hit the target. Alright, so we'll take that. So, got the 2R on that trade. Like to have the 3, but it's getting stuck. Gold is... this is a counter trend trade until gold changes the trend direction. So, I'm going to go ahead and take that. That also gives me 2... basically, that winner paid for 2 losers. So a good place to be. I still don't have a buffer yet in my accounts until I get above $2,000. I need my XFA to be above $2,000 so I can start a buffer. And then I also need my combines to be above $2,000 to start a buffer. Once I get a decent buffer going in the account, then I'll be a lot more open to looking for 4, 5, 6, times my return. But until then, I can't afford it. I need to get my buffer built. And as long as my winners can pay for losers, then I'm a good spot because I have above a 65% win rate. So again, as long as my winners can pay for the losers, I'm good. See, I didn't want to be too greedy. It's so close to the target. And now look at the sell-off happening right now. All right, let's see if another trade sets up. Okay, here we are back with gold. I'm going to take another potential trade setting up here. Good thing I didn't get greedy and overstay my welcome in that trade. All right, if it wants to back up to there, I'll jump in short one contract. And if it's a loser, then I'll be done for the day. I feel like just calling it a day anyway. Early start to the weekend. Because we could be looking at a new uptrend right now in gold. You know what? I might just do that. I'm going to take it off. All right, traders, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to take an early weekend, get some stuff done around the house. Take my $533 on the day, which is really nice considering, if I lose $2,000 right now, then I blow the account. So having a $533 day, percentage-wise, 25% of what my losses of blowing the account is a really nice win. And that'll give me some nice confidence going into next week with the account up $800. Now, again, I don't have a buffer, so I got to keep reminding myself I'm not up $800. I'm still pretty much the zero line. The hardest part, I think, with these evaluation accounts, with these drawdowns, trailing drawdowns, and all that different stuff, is getting it out of my head that my combines right now I'm up $762, but that $762 is not a buffer. So I can't scale up. I can't do any of that stuff. I got to remember that I'm in the same spot as I was on day one, and actually, there's the market opening. I'm actually in a worse spot than I was in day one because every day that goes by, odds are against me, right? I'm going to have mistakes. I'm going to have losers and all that stuff. So I have to be smart. And I'm just going to take my trades, be done for the weekend. All right, buddy. See you on Monday.